Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play Retro The Longest Journey. Ja, unsere längste Reise, sie hat gerade erst begonnen und wir haben erfahren, dass wir unseren, jetzt weiß ich nicht, wie der heißt, Brian Westhouse heißt er, dass wir Brian Westhouse auf dem Marktplatz als der Rollin' Man finden können, denn er hat ein Fahrrad dabei beim Kartenhändler. Deswegen gehen wir jetzt wieder zu den Ständen und sprechen dort mit dem Kartenhändler. Da auch Brian Westhouse mit Karten handelt, kennt ihr diesen bestimmt. Maps!
I'm looking for Brian
Westhouse.
Westhouse.
Who?
West of house. It's not on any of my maps, and I've never heard of it. Maps.
It's a man, not a place, Mr. Brian Westhouse.
I would most certainly remember a name as queer
Maps.
as that, and I don't.
Maps.
Maps.
Ich mache hier nur ein bisschen nach. Ich denke, so werde ich ab jetzt auch ich gehe jetzt jeden Samstag und Sonntag auf den Markt und stelle mich dort an einen Stand und rufe Maps! Can you tell me where the Rollin' Man?
Mind if I ask?
Yes.
Thanks for your help.
Yes, maps!
Can you tell me where the Rollin' Man lives?
Maybe
Maps.
not. Why?
Because I need to find it.
Sorry, guild rules. I'm not allowed to divulge any personal information about my customers. Maps.
I really need to know where the Rollin'
I really
Man
need to know
is.
where the Rolling Man lives.
Sorry, can't do.
Please? Pretty please?
No, young lady. Don't give me that doe-eyed look. Don't. Blasted be the balance. You're giving me that doe-eyed look, aren't you? I still can't tell you, though. I got maps.
Please.
Tell me where the Rolling Man lives.
No, can't do, miss. I can't divulge personal information about my customers.
Und wer kommt da jetzt? Das ist doch nicht Brian Westhouse,
You're
oder?
late again. And you know what else? You're fired. Give me back the delivery list and get your sorry blue skin elsewhere. Hired hell. Bah! Never hire a Domari to do a human job.
What are you gonna do now without a delivery boy?
Hire a new one, of course. Blasted be the balance. That means I'll have to pay the damn fee to the Guild of Merchants. Damnation.
Maybe I can help you.
Maybe I could help you out.
You? How?
I'm quick, honest, and reliable, and I've got a lot of experience in the service industry.
Perhaps a female errand boy. It could work if the Guild of Merchants don't find out.
I won't tell them if you don't.
Mind the pay is not much, only a single errand per delivery, plus whatever tip the customer may see fit to give you.
I'll take the
the
check.
job, if you want me.
Agreed. Maybe you'll even bring in some new business. Here's the delivery list for today and your first map. It's for the captain of the White Dragon. Nebeve, I think his name is. You'll find him in the harbor.
Im Hafen können wir uns raus.
Oh, and remember to have the customer sign the delivery list. The guild are sticklers for protocol. No signature, no money, no new jobs.
Bye now.
Maps, fresh, detailed, life-saving maps.
So, gucken wir uns doch mal, da haben wir doch die Delivery List. So, und was steht da drauf? One map of the secret of songs to Captain Horatian Nebelay of the White Dragon. A map of Jungagreel, the Wasteland to the Rollin' Man. Manche Sachen sind ein bisschen komisch geschrieben, kann das sein? Zum Beispiel hier, one. Also seine Rechtschreibung war nicht die beste. One map of the Northlands to be delivered to Ton Luik at the Journeyman Inn.
One map of the Northlands to be delivered to Tonlayak at the Journeyman Inn. A map of Shengegrial. Changangreal? Why can't these magical worlds have place names like Boston, London, or Kansas City? It's always like Loth this and Irid that. Like, cut back on the consonants already. One map of the Sea of Songs to Captain Horatio Nebeve of the White Dragon. Interesting spelling.
Ah, da sagt sie schon. Ach, generell, ich muss gar nicht in Umweg gehen. Generell mit einem Rechtsklick kann ich das Menü öffnen. Das ist doch schön. So. So, dann gehen wir zum Hafen. Und ja. Gehen da gleich zum Pier. Vielleicht ist das ja schon. Never may.
Nice day for it.
Not really, no.
Is this the White Dragon?
That's what the big white letters on the prow spell out. What do you think?
I'm looking for the captain. Is he around?
What would you with the captain of the White Dragon?
I have a delivery for him, a map from the map merchant at the temple market.
Aye. I be Captain Horatio Nebeve of the White Dragon, fastest vessel there ever was. Hand the map over, girl. With Jarl's blessing, the wind will return soon, and I can leave this accursed harbor for sunnier shores.
Ein.
How are you today, then?
Like you.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you. There's an errand for your trouble.
Hello. Bye.
Haben wir bekommen? Ein Coin.
It's a single iron coin.
Und jetzt? Moment mal. Müssen wir nicht unterschreiben? Nein. So. Sollten wir nicht unterschreiben lassen? Das hat aber nicht funktioniert. Ich denke, wir müssen auch irgendwann noch den Raben retten.
She's selling a variety of fresh fish. He's selling a variety of fresh shellfish and other, delicacies. This guy's selling musical instruments. Most of these I don't even recognize. But he's got a drum in there and what looks like half a guitar and a couple of dried rabbit carcasses. Ugh. I'm not in the market for an instrument at this particular moment. Still, good to know where to get one in case of,
Okay. Es geht also noch nicht. Kann nicht mehr wie schief gehen. Oder? Was meint ihr?
I'm ready for my next job, sir.
Yes, good. Did you get the captain's signature?
No.
Blasted be the balance, you're no better than that Ulin. I'm almost sorry I fired him. Get to it, girl. Don't stand around here wasting my time. Get his signature. The guild will skin me alive if my records don't hold up.
Okay. Also müssen wir wohl doch wieder los. Ich muss sagen, für 1999 ist die Grafik gar nicht schlecht. Okay, es war die Zeit der schlechten 3D-Polygon-Animationen, wo man vielleicht doch besser hätte bei den Zeichnungen bleiben sollen. Die sahen einfach besser aus. Aber dafür ist es, wenn man es auf diese kleinen 600er Auflösung streckt, echt nicht schlecht. Dann drücken wir ihm die Liste jetzt einfach in die Hand.
Sign this, please.
What is it?
I need your signature to confirm that you've received the map.
Map? What map?
The one I just gave you.
Oh, that one. Sorry, I never put my signature on a piece of paper.
Why not?
Brings bad luck to give a piece of yourself in that manner. A signature has untold powers. It's part of your soul. I can't sign away my soul.
Who told you that signing a slip of paper is bad for your soul?
I'm from Gien, and we're a spiritual people. Our souls are in balance with our bodies, and the great Mojal has taught us not to endanger this balance. Signing my name, giving a piece of myself in that manner, breeds corruption and imbalance within. And it pisses the Mojal off no end.
And that's why you choose to make my life difficult?
Hey, blame organized religion.
You can't write, can you?
Pardon?
That's what this is all about. You can't write.
So what? So what if I can't write? So what if I was born at sea and never spent more than a month ashore ever since? I still won't sign your accursed paper, by Jal.
Look, all you have to do is sign an X next to your name on the list.
You can't trick the great Mojal. The Mojal's untrickable.
That's not trickery. It's legally binding.
I said no.
Is there anything I can do to get you to sign?
No. Well, yes. But no.
Look, Captain, I'm desperate here. I really need some kind of signature.
Well, there's always music.
What's music got to do with you signing my list?
Nothing. But it distracts the Mojal.
What are you talking about? Why would you need to distract the Mojal?
I can't sign when there's a chance the Mojal is watching. Music distracts the Mojal. Ergo, I can sign.
Doesn't that mean the Mojal is always distracted? I mean, there's always music somewhere in the world.
The Mojal has an eye and an ear for every acolyte, and straying from the path can bring great wrath upon us.
Granted, I know very little of the Mojal, but seriously, maybe you should look into alternative religions.
Blasphemy! Besides, I only have to visit the temple once every 2 years, and the membership fees are quite reasonable.
So if I play you some music, you'll sign?
If I play some music, you'll sign?
Aye. I'll give you that much.
Und schon hängt's.
I'll be back.
I don't doubt it for a second.
Gut, dass wir doch wissen. Okay, also zum Instrumentenhändler. Nein, nein, nein. Ich geh schon in die Richtung, das stimmt schon. So. So.
What's your, most affordable instrument? That's cute. The flute, right? And how much for the flute? I'm guessing that's 1 Aaron?
Okay, also welch ein Zufall, dass wir einen Aachen haben.
I'll have the flute. That's 1 Aaron, isn't it?
Kann ja auch ohne diese Geräusche handeln.
As luck would have it, I actually know how to play a flute. Not very well, but I'm sure the, Mojal won't mind.
Das war doch schön. Schauen wir uns die Flöte mal noch an.
It's a wooden flute.
Okay. Okay, das wird funktionieren. Schätze ich. Also nichts wie zurück zum White Dragon. Und ja. Dann kriegen wir vielleicht auch den nächsten Auftrag, um zu Brian Westhouse, dem Rolling Man, zu gehen und zurück in unsere Heimatwelt zu kommen. Hoffentlich. So, dann... Nein, Quatsch. Nein, auch nicht. So, zack, zack. So.
I'm ready to play some music if you're ready to sign.
Aye, go on, but don't stop until I'm done signing, or the Mojal will surely wreak vengeance on us both. Done. Here you go. And don't ever ask me to sign anything ever again.
I can pretty much guarantee you that.
Dann können wir jetzt unsere Delivery List nochmal anschauen. Und da haben wir jetzt ein X.
It's Captain Nebevay's, signature. Can't believe I went through all that just to get a simple X.
Das hätten wir auch einfach können selbst
It's the
machen.
white
Oder? Können auch gleich zur City gehen. Rück. Hi! Können auch gleich zur City gehen. Das geht schneller und einfacher. So, und jetzt laufen wir.
Those guys.
So. Zurück zum Marktplatz. So, dann sprechen wir mit dem Map Merchant.
I'm ready for my next job, sir.
Yes, good. Did you get the captain's signature?
Yes, haben wir.
Yes.
Hand me the delivery list so that I can see for myself.
You know, you remind me of somebody I know. A real Scrooge.
Good. What's a Scrooge? Maps, new revisions, lifesavers, maps.
So.
Right. Your next assignment is a map of Shangagriel to the Rolling Man. Hold on. Did you not ask me about him earlier today?
No, that wasn't me. That was somebody else.
I could have sworn. Well, no matter. Do you know how to get to the Rolling Man's house?
I forget.
Let me explain then. Now, pay attention because this is complicated. He has chosen to live in the most inaccessible place in the city, but I guess he has his reasons. First, you head west off the marketplace on Oak until you get to a tiny little apothecary, Mrs. Cassop's Herbs and Oils, where you turn north on South Street. Confusing that, for about 4 minutes of brisk walking. That's when you see a large grove of trees. It's a memorial to those who died in the last war with the tyrant back the balance knows when. Can't see why they choose to remind us of that, where you'll turn left.
That's west?
No, left. That'll take you back south, but onto North Street instead. And that keeps you out of the Dalmari neighborhood. Down that way. Nasty, nasty neighborhoods.
Okay.
Keep walking south for about, or was that north? Wait, north on South Street, south on North Street, or the other way around. Anyway, find the Rose Bridge off Iread Avenue and cross it.
There's a river?
No, just a bridge. The river disappeared 500 years ago. No one knows what happened to it. After you've crossed the bridge, you'll be on the western slopes of Marcuria.
And that's where West House... I mean, the Rolling Man lives.
No, far from it, but you need to pass through that part of Marcuria to get to the Rolling Man. Keep south and watch out for the livestock. They're likely to attack in that part of town. Eventually you'll get to a large circular square. That's where they used to hold executions back when the city was civilized.
You call murder civilized?
Better than locking people up for years, as any level-headed person would tell you. Our freedom cannot be curtailed. Real men choose the honor of death to the shame of incarceration.
Yeah, sure you do.
Circle around the square and head down Tandak for half a mile. Or should that be Parrock Lane? Yes, Parrock Lane. Head west on Parrock Lane for half a mile. Then turn right at the Maiden's Honor Tavern.
North again?
No, west. Parrock Lane has a few twists and turns. Anyway, you should now be able to see the Ivory Tower.
Is it a big tower?
No, only about 5 feet tall, but it's ivory, straight from the coast of the Southlands, bravely cut from the drooling jaws of the gruesome Kandar.
Big creature, 4 legs, large ears, long snout, sort of grayish in color?
Yes, the horror of the Southlands. Many a brave hunter has fallen victim to its ravaging hunger.
Good grief. Okay, then what?
Pass by the tower to the edge of the cliff and look down. The rolling man has built his home on the cliffside. It's a wonder he's not been washed away by the storms.
I hope I got all that. Basically, go west until I hit the edge, right?
Yes, that would be correct.
Okay. Das war eine ziemlich lange Erklärung. Laufen wir mal los. So, weil wir jetzt uns erst noch speichern. Nein, nicht laden. Das wäre jetzt ziemlich blöd. Und, aber. Okay, da gibt's nichts Neues im Diary. Das kennen wir alles. Conversation Log. Bereits in Chapter 2 Through the Looking Glass angekommen, jawohl. Aber auch nichts Neues, also geht's zur City Map. Und auf zu Brian Westhouse Bungalow. Oh, das ist wirklich schön. Und dann würde ich sagen, wollen wir das Haus jetzt mal angucken? Nein?
That's probably Mr. Westhouse. Hello, Mr. Westhouse?
Damn, Mason, what is it now? Oh. Guess you're not calling on behalf of that son of a bitch Sanya, are you?
Sorry, I don't know who...
No, that's very unlikely. From what I hear, he doesn't much enjoy the company of women. Well, who in damnation are you?
April Ryan, sir.
Ryan? Doesn't sound very Northlandian. Are you by any chance from the coast of... Yeah, hold on. Ryan? April Ryan? I'll be damned. You're from Stark.
Apparently. Until today, I thought I was just from Earth. I had no idea there were 2 of them.
Takes you by surprise, doesn't it? Well, goddamn. Sit down, Miss Ryan. Let me get you a drink.
Okay.
The liquor over here stinks to high heaven. Magic pollutes the purity of the spirit, but I keep a bottle of Glenfiddich for special occasions.
Thanks for the offer, sir, but I didn't come here to have a drink.
Really? I see. This isn't a social call.
No, sorry.
Oh, no matter. It's still a pleasant surprise to meet someone from home. Now, what may I do for you?
Wir müssen jetzt abwarten, bis er getrunken hat.
Cortez told me to look you up.
He did he? I see. Who's Cortez?
You don't know him?
I think not. I'd certainly remember. Did you say Cortez? You wouldn't be talking about old Manny Chavez, would you? Well, he ought to be dead by now, but then, by all rights, so should I.
I don't know his first name, but he calls himself Cortez.
Tall fella, mysterious and elusive, rarely answers a question with a simple yes or no. Smokes like a chimney?
Aside from that bit about smoking like a chimney, it sounds exactly like Cortez.
Manny. I'll be damned. That old crook is still around. Well, how the devil is he?
He's good. Where do you know him from?
Oh, my old life back in Stark. We had some exciting adventures, him and I. Actually, he's part of the reason I ended up here. I last saw him in the winter of 1934.
But that's almost 300 years ago.
Yeah. Funny, isn't it? And I'm sure he doesn't look a day older than he did back then. The handsome devil.
Well, if I'm going to accept magic in parallel worlds, I might as well accept people living 300 years.
Oh, no, you misunderstand. I'm only 46. I arrived here about 15 years ago, but I left Stark in 1934. Between the worlds, where you dream time has little meaning, I was trapped, you see, for quite a while.
For 300 years?
Time went by pretty fast. It didn't seem so bad at the time, but now that you mention it, 300 years, quite disconcerting, really. Quite disconcerting.
Wie hat Cortez so lange überlebt?
How did you end up here in Marcuria?
That's quite a story. I won't bore you with the details, but suffice it to say, I was always somewhat of an adventurer. The promise of virgin territory untouched by civilization held great sway with me in my youth, as did the idea of a highly spiritual state of mind. The occult, magic, karma. I was born in 1902 in Boston. By the time I was 17, I'd put that life behind me. I spent the next 3 years at sea, and then I wandered around Europe for a time. In the early 30s, the 1930s, of course, I found myself in India, working as a journalist. That's where I met Manny, and that's where I first heard of Arcadia. I was amazed and quite skeptical at first, but the thought of a whole new world to see and magic... I was a fool, of course, but who knew where my curiosity would bring me?
So what happened in India?
I've tried to forget about it, to be honest. If I could go back and convince myself not to... but I still wouldn't have listened, of course. The unknown attracts. I ended up in Tibet in the winter of 34, wading through snow up to my chest, thinking for sure that this was it, and I was going to die. Manny pulled me out of that one, thank God. I spent 3 months in a monastery before pushing on into the void. There's only one way for a non-shifter to pass through the divide, and it's not an easy road to take. Now, if you don't mind, I'd prefer not to talk about the past anymore. There's more than enough to worry about in the present.
Cortez said to look you up when I wanted to go back home, to Stark.
Now, why would he say that? I'm not a shifter, and I don't know any magic. I'm sorry, Miss Ryan, but you'd be better off asking the Sentinel priests for assistance.
Already did. They said I was on my own, that they couldn't help me.
Bloody typical. Those reactionary fools wouldn't extend a hand to help a drowning man if it violated the principles of their bloody balance. But I can't think why Manny would tell you to visit me in order to shift home. It just doesn't make sense.
I have a delivery for
Wissen wir
you.
jetzt auch nicht.
A delivery? When did the U.S. Postal Service start delivering mail to Arcadia?
It's from the map merchant at the market. It's just a map.
Oh, good. I've been waiting for you. Hold your horses. What are you doing working for the Guild? Are you planning on staying in Marcuria? I'd strongly advise against it, Miss Ryan. Arcadia may look like a pastoral fairy tale realm, but it's not. You bleed as easily here as you do in Stark, and magic can do more damage than a gun.
I'm not planning on staying, but I had to find you. The map merchant was the only one who knew where you lived, and he wouldn't tell me. So I got him to hire me, and you were the second delivery on my list.
Dear gods. Carrick and his misguided loyalty. I'll have a word with the man. Thanks for the map, though. I collect them. There's not much else to do in this godforsaken city.
I should get going.
Very well. You're welcome back at any time, Miss Ryan. Anytime.
Thank you, sir. I'll remember that.
Und jetzt sind wir am Ende dieser Folge angelangt, speichern nochmal ab und würde sagen, sehen uns dann am Samstag wieder 20 Uhr. Macht's gut, bis dahin.